You can freeze time but only for 10 seconds at a time. What's the best use for this power?
Killing mosquitoes. Do you know these people who hide a ball under cups? I would end their careers. Or make your own career, saving the things you accidentally dropped.
You could play ping pong on your own. Edit. Thank you guys for the rewards, smiley face. This is the most wholesome answer I've seen so far. Thinking of a good comeback in a conversation.
Lol, this sounds good, but knowing I'm on the clock I would probably still choke. Just slap them at 8 seconds. Either you're witty or they're in pain for no obvious reason. Repeat until concussion.
Gambling. You can stop time and fudge stuff like dice placement, the balls on a roulette, and most importantly, people's and your own decks while playing cards. You can choose what you'll get next and what your opponent gets.
You could also make an extra $100 each time you cash out. Teller pulls out $500. Gets ready to count it out. You freeze time and grab $100 and pocket it, then unfreeze. Teller counts out $400, sees the mistake, and pulls out another $100. Yeah, but the teller would be on the hook later for being short. Wouldn't poker be easier? Get up, check the other people's hand, bet accordingly. Roulette would be easiest, just move the ball at the last second to what you bet on. Be a magician. Escapologist Houdini 2.0 does not give a fuck. Act like you can teleport them. Teleport to the other side of this locked door. It doesn't work that way.
You can only teleport to places you can see. Perfectly reasonable limitation for teleportation. Edit. If I get teleportation powers, none of you are gonna be my friends. Whatever thing you're doing in your room, as soon as you hear the doorknob being turned, activate the power.
It's like a lock, with extra steps.
It's like a lock but with less suspicions.
Pulling out a wedgie.
You are a genius. Please use your power to help others too. Carrying the cat away just before they vomit on the rug.
Oh hey. For anyone in this thread with a cat that vomits a lot, consider getting them checked out by a vet. My cat suddenly had an upswing in the frequency of puking, and it turned out she has hyperthyroidism. Monsieur, she's now on medication that helps her and us out in a big way.
But what is the cooldown? A second? 10? A day? Classic version would be time equal to the time you froze.
So 10-second cooldown? Not bad at all.
Up even. Rito, please nerf. Talk shit to somebody at the top of the staircase. Wait for them to start walking up the stairs to confront me. Then freezing time and moving them back to the bottom of the stairs. Over and over.
This must be the work of an enemy stand.
I scrolled way too far to find the JoJo reference.
Teleporting behind my friends. Hate nothing personnel, kid.
To stop myself from spilling my drink. Edit. Here's a silver award.
Drop a road roller on my dead brother's great-great-grandson.
Or freak a French dude out when he's trying to walk up a staircase by moving him down every step he takes. Keep in mind that for Dio to do that, he had to run down the stairs, physically pick him up and move him down a step, and then run back up the stairs and into the same exact position he was in before. Become an assassin. If you play it right, it would be like a Death Note but with only PPL very close to you. Not emotionally close.
I think they call that physically close. I would either be really good at boxing or UFC, or I would get hit once and forget I had it. Superpower. IDK how that would work. The audience would see you cutting around every 10 seconds like you're only going a few frames a second.
Nah. Freeze time mid-swing, punch him a fuck ton, resume mid-swing for the one-punch knockout.
Realizing you'll be stuck in frozen time because the 10 seconds will never end.
Wait a fucking infinite sec. I think you're on to something.
Run out of theater, church, movie, ECT without people noticing would make bathroom breaks so much easier.
Or actually get into the theater without having to pay. Get into the theater, and get into the kinda bad seats to not leave someone who paid without the good ones so the karma keeps balanced. Dodge a bullet. Op never said you have instant reaction. Maybe you freeze it when the bullet is penetrating your heart wall.
I'd think in being a bodyguard, it would still be a big advantage. Edit. Imagine having a job interview and giving them your resume for the job. WAP. I am behind you withholding my resume. Would easily land you the best bodyguard jobs. And keen interest from the national security. Peeing in a public bathroom assure I can live blissfully knowing nobody ever has to hear me pee. Ever again.
You can pee in less than 10 seconds.
Is it possible to learn this power? Not from a Jedi. Depends how physics work in this scenario. If time is truly stopped, then the momentum and kinetic energy of every object in motion would be preserved. Meaning, if I took a moving object and moved it somewhere else, it would continue moving in the same relative direction. Basically what I'm saying is I'd be really good at darts. Edit. I love how many ideas this comment has prompted. Sounds like a lot of people subscribe to the idea that movement during frozen time would mean adding an infinite amount of energy to each atom you make contact with. But I disagree. Remember the law of conservation. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. In this context, that means you can only ever exert as much force as your body can generate. You know, like always. Instead, I think truly freezing time would stop any transfer of energy from matter. If you moved forward, you'd compress some air into a pocket in front of you and push the rest off to the side. And you'd leave a complete vacuum behind you. Once time resumed, the vacuum would produce a loud asterisk clap asterisk as air rushed in from all sides to fill the void. The compressed air would expand and feel like an extremely intense blast of wind. You'd want to make sure you don't attempt to inhale or exhale while stopped, since doing one or the other will either collapse or rupture your lungs after time resumes and the pressure violently normalizes. You wouldn't be able to see, hear, or smell. I wonder if you could taste though. Also, fun story, you wouldn't be able to walk since you'd be weightless. Gravity stops, and without that downward force, your feet will push you into upwards as you step and you'd be stuck without a nearby handhold. Imagine being suspended in mid-air devoid of all senses, unable to breathe, and all you can do is think, "Fuck me bro, I just wanted to hustle darts." The funny answer, the saying Zawarudo right before doing it and walking behind someone. The serious answer, live life as normal and use only when you are in trouble or to help others.
Do stretches in the morning. Make sure to get at least 8 hours of sleep every night. And avoid all excitement while doing a drowning rescue. 10 seconds can change everything. Edited typo. 10 seconds to put them underwater. Nice. Practicing my knife throwing
at a Japanese teenager and his British-American grandfather.
Don't forget that car. Just lurk near an ATM machine and pause at the moment the money comes out. Pretty sure you'd be in some government facility in a matter of weeks at that rate. Being experimented on.
10 seconds is plenty of time to not be caught on any camera. So, just know exactly where you stop time. Take the money, and move back to exactly that spot. I would develop a simple magic routine. My grand finale is the teleporting man. I get little fame for doing the basic teleporting man of entering an enclosed booth and exiting from another enclosed booth, even though people have seen it before, but it still garners attention. I ramp it to be more of a spectacle. Flashing lights. No booths so the audience can see me except for 1 second when I am obstructed from their view. Once I am big enough, I run a limited show that claims I would teleport for in front of their eyes. No gimmicks. No booths. No flashy technology. I teleport in front of people. I charge a lot of money. Word gets out. I charge more and extend the show. Then I start to do private shows for the wealthy elite and charge even more. Eventually the government finds out.
probably a lot sooner than you would expect. And then they take you for experimentation.
It's an illusion. It's fake. The government never intervened with other magicians. I would be more worried about a competing magician going insane trying to find out my secret.
You could become a top-ranked fighter.
I think people would notice. Stop time the moment you hit them. Proceed to hit them for 10 seconds in the same spot. Easy win. See, now that makes sense, but you would have to time the stop at the precise moment you hit them. And get a hit in without getting hit back. Take a look at your crush. Freeze time before she notices. Look away just before time becomes unfrozen. Rinse and repeat.
You should do this without the time freezing and gauge his or her interest in you. I've missed so many opportunities because I was just too scared to talk to pretty women. If you never go for it, you never give yourself a chance. Ladies of Reddit, don't be scared to approach men. Most of us would like it. Men of Reddit, don't be scared to approach women. Don't be rude, creepy, catcall, or corner them. But most women are perfectly fine with having a chat.
Definitely pranking people. For example, they throw something. I stop time and put it somewhere completely else. Like people that throw cigarette butts out their car window. You freeze time. Put it on their back seat and then light their car on fire. For example, haha, maybe I just put it onto their trousers so they get a small hole. Lol.
Stealing French fries off of other people's plates.
Killing Joe stars.
After being trapped under the ocean for a few decades.
Bet super athletic people you can get to a certain place. Like 10 meters away or some other short distance. Faster than them. Start the race. Stop time. Get money.
I would use my new power to move a French guy one step downwards in stairs every 10 seconds so that he eventually goes mad. Then I might T-pose in the middle of the street. IDK. I've seen enough. I'm satisfied.
Shenanigans. Asterisk, is the Prime Minister in town? Fuck with High Monsieur, pull his pants down. Switch his speech with the Navy SEAL propaganda. Place a sign behind his head that has that quote he made about black people. Really fucking mess him up. Asterisk, is there a company or a business person who is cunt? Are they building something? Put sugar in the cement. Right, rip Jimmy Savile on their car while they are on the road. Swap their slideshow with a montage of their most embarrassing moments. Steal and redistribute the fancy sandwiches they had for some corporate bullshit to the homeless. Asterisk, is there some wanker campaigning for some fuckwittery while they make their big speech? Draw a mustache on them with a permanent marker. Turn them around mid-speech so they are facing the other way. Put ever more ridiculous hats on them, monsieur. Don't just use this power for some juvenile bullshit. Use your powers for good. It's a lovely day in the space-time continuum and you are a cunning troll. Asterisk, be a nuisance. Asterisk.
Unrelated, but if I were to seriously put sugar in cement, what would happen? Sugar stops cement from setting. It was a tactic used by French anarchists against the construction of prisons.
Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.